courage. What is courage? Is it running into battle, climbing the highest mountain, or risking your life to save another? Perhaps. But for most of us, the greatest courage comes much closer to home. Sometimes it begins with a single sentence. I saw what happened. David was walking home through his neighborhood. Suddenly, he heard shouting from a nearby alley. A young man named Daniel was surrounded by 3 local gang members. They demanded his wallet. When Daniel refused, they punched him repeatedly before taking his wallet and running away. Several people had witnessed everything. Some watched from nearby food stalls. Others looked through their windows. No one stepped in. No one wanted trouble. A few minutes later, the police arrived. An officer looked around and asked, "Did anyone see what happened?" Silence. People lowered their heads. Some quietly walked away. Others pretended they had seen nothing. Without witnesses, there was little the police could do. David's heart was pounding. He knew those gang members lived nearby. If he spoke, they might threaten him. If he stayed silent, Daniel might never receive justice. He stood there, taking a deep breath. Then he raised his hand. "Officer, I saw everything." More than 2,000 years ago, a Greek philosopher named Aristotle, one of history's greatest thinkers, wrote about courage. He said, "Courage is not the absence of fear. True courage is choosing to do what is right, even when fear is standing beside you. Anyone can act when there is no risk." But character is revealed when doing the right thing costs us something. Fear is natural. What matters is whether fear becomes our master or our servant. Every generation faces different challenges, but courage has always asked the same question. Will you remain silent, or will you stand for what is right? David later testified to the police. His testimony helped identify the attackers. Justice was finally served, but the greatest change didn't happen in the courtroom. It happened in the neighborhood. 1 year later, people began trusting one another again. More neighbors reported suspicious activities. Witnesses were no longer afraid to speak. Crime slowly decreased. Parents felt safer, allowing their children to walk outside. Shop owners became less fearful. Because one ordinary man had the courage to become the first voice. You never know how many people are waiting for someone else to take the first step. If no one stands up against wrongdoing, one day the victim could be someone we love. It could be our parents, our children, or even ourselves. David's story isn't just a story. Every day, somewhere in the world, ordinary people face the same choice. Shop owner decides to report an extortion attempt. A neighbor calls the police after witnessing domestic violence. An employee exposes corruption even though it may cost a promotion or even a career. A journalist continues reporting from dangerous places, so the truth is not forgotten. A witness appears in court, knowing their testimony could change a family's future. Most of these people will never become famous. Many of their names will never appear in the news, but because they chose courage, someone was protected, someone received justice, someone's future became a little brighter. Communities don't become safer because everyone is fearless. They become safer because ordinary people choose not to remain silent. Most of us will never become famous heroes, but every one of us will face moments when remaining silent is easier than speaking up. Maybe it will happen at work, maybe at school, maybe in our own neighborhood. Every hero begins with a single choice. Not a choice to become famous, but a choice to do what is right. Courage isn't living without fear. It's refusing to let fear decide who you become. Because every brave choice strengthens your character. And one day, your character shapes your destiny. Every small choice leaves an echo.